Hello, dear student of the National Academy for Training and Technology. Today we're going to complete our lessons talking about reading comprehension. اليوم رح نقرأ قصة، بس قبل ما نبدأ نقرأ بدي من كل حدا فيكم يكون معه ورقة وقلم، لأنه في بداية المحاضرة رح يكون في مجموعة كلمات بدي إياكم تختاروا من هاي الكلمات وتعملوا لي عليها جمل. فكتير ضروري يكون معكم ورقة وقلم عشان تختاروا الكلمات عشان ما تضطروا ترجعوا بعدين في السلايدز لحتى تشوفوا شو هم. So today we're going to read a story about Einstein. Okay, so let's start. First, we're going to talk about the words that we're going to, the new words that we are going to, read during our story. So you have to know their meanings. أو الأسهل إنه إحنا نعرف their meanings عشان إنه يكون أسهل لنا بعدين في إنه في comprehension تبع الستوري. So the first word is gravity. 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 Earth. Earth. Scientist. Scientist. Rainbow. Rainbow. Disease. Disease. Mirror. Mirror. Telescope. Telescope. Astronomy. Astronomy. Sun. Sun. Mathematics. Mathematics. Rocket. Rocket. Sundial. Sundial. So these words رح يمروا معانا في خلال الستوري تبعتنا عشان نعرفهم أكتر ونقدر إنه إحنا نميز الترانزليشن تبعت الستوري أكتر. First we're going to talk about the word sun. كلمة sun هي نفس البرونونسيشن تبعت sun ابن اللي هي S-O-N. S-O-N sun ابن. S-U-N sun شمس. فعنا almost same pronunciation نفس اللفظ بس different spelling. كتابتها تختلف. Sun we use the letter U, S-U-N. Sun ابن S-O-N. Okay, so let's start. Isaac Newton was born in Lancashire, England in 1643, where he grew up on a farm. When he was a boy, he made lots of brilliant inventions, like a windmill to grind corn, a water clock, and a sundial. However, Isaac didn't get brilliant marks at school. When he was 18, Isaac went to study at Cambridge University. He was very interested in physics, mathematics, and astronomy. But in 1665, the Great Plague, which was a terrible disease, spread in England, and Cambridge University had to close down. Isaac returned home to the farm. عم بتشوفوا إنه كل paragraph في تحتيها الترانزليشن تبعتها. فالكلمة اللي ما بتعرفوها بتقدروا لما نقرأ الترانزليشن إنه إحنا نعرف شو معناها. Isaac continued studying and experimenting at home. One day, he was drinking a cup of tea in the garden. He saw an apple fall from a tree. Why do apples fall down instead of up? From this, he formed the theory of gravity. Gravity is an invisible force which pulls objects toward the Earth and keeps the planets moving around the Sun. Isaac was fascinated by light. He discovered that white light is in fact made up of all the colors of the rainbow. Isaac also invented a special reflecting telescope using mirrors. It was much more powerful than other telescopes. Isaac made another very important discovery, which he called the three laws of motion. These laws explain how objects move. Isaac's laws are still used today for sending rockets into space. Thanks to his discoveries, Isaac became rich and famous. However, he had a bad temper and often argued with other scientists. You stole my discovery. Sir Isaac Newton died in 1727, aged 85. He was buried along with English kings and queens in Westminster Abbey in London. He was one of the greatest scientists and mathematicians who has ever lived. Now, this is the story of Isaac Newton. Yes. Can you see here the word bad temper? He had a bad temper. Bad temper معناها عصبي أو خلقه ضيق. So he had a bad temper. Bad temper I would prefer بفضل إنها تكون من الكلمات اللي تختاروها لحتى تبنوا عليها sentence. Argued also is a verb and he often argued with other scientists بمعناها جادل أو إنه ناقش بطريقة جدلية مش بطريقة ودية. So we have bad temper and argue. I prefer that you use them to build sentences on them. أي كلمة جديدة بتمر علينا من خلال الستوري بفضل إنكم تكتبوها على الورقة والقلم اللي جبتوهم ببداية المحاضرة لحتى تقدروا تحفظوهم أو لحتى تقدروا تستعملوهم. So after reading the stories في عنا this information بدي to put them in order. Read the story and put the sentences in order. شو صار قبل؟ شو صار قبل أول شيء؟ أنا حليت لكم أول وحدة. Isaac Newton was born in England in 1643. This is number one. أنا بدي ترتبوا لي الثانيين حسب إيش صار قبل إيش. تمام؟ This is the first task. أول homework لإلكم. The second one is true or false. I need you to choose. Is this sentence true, صح, or false? غلط. So I'm going to read for you the sentences in order to practice your reading. So the first one, he went to study at Cambridge University, but it closed down. He discovered that white light is made up of all the colors of the rainbow. Isaac Newton was born in England in 1643. He formed the theory of gravity. When he was a boy, he made lots of brilliant inventions. He died in 1727, aged 85. He continued studying and experimenting at home. He also made a very important discovery called his three laws of motion. Circle true or false for these sentences. When he was a boy, he invented a windmill, a water clock, and a sandal. Cambridge University closed down because of a party. He formed the theory of gravity after he saw an orange fall from a tree. Gravity is an invisible force which pulls objects toward the earth. He found that white light is made up of all the colors of the sky. So answer these questions and write it down in نقاشاتي تحت my discussions تحت الفيديو. So this is it for today's lecture. Hope you enjoyed it. You had fun learning reading English, and see you next time. Thank you.